MVP Nagaland, and my own behalf, congratulate our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Ministerial. Hope that Amahan Nagaland, we are lucky Chief Minister that I said, Kusi Baez, congratulate Uri. Sir, question answer questioner to PC questioner thakibo. Itu someday amahan ke itu question or answer ki ase itu to study answer to poila to exam mili kena ti thaki ti part hoile itu khali moi ki question kurise khali itu question ni moi ke di dise to answer bi di kena hoile chudi I have to study which point to discuss, which issue to discuss. But itu assembly ra itu answer to amahange study group le tiana itu in near future itu kothai itu tigna aha ase aru inena dibo lagi. So coming to question number 1, food health route. Itu timber itu moi raise kuri ase. You know that moi laga consumption far away from food health route. That route has not touching my consumption. I mean, food health route punjibo kani 1 day, whole day lagi. Ustiba chabo moi mondo homai. Monbra chabo timabo do homai. Timabo ba next 3 days ke moi yadi punjide. But moi laga rasta to khali ekta 1983 de khunda idu halwa aru jambol ba khunda kaiti ba khunda hat ba khunda itu rasta de moi pirai ase. Border road up to 21 km ase. Jati tolong bi nai culvert kiba kibi kuribule nai isor ba moram kuri dia original rasta hoi kena tati he pirai ase. So, itu moi mon dia do kiliti. Ami tatiba asam par grina mon sunari aru kolakhat itu sok tu kita par itu lahuli janti mabu pungci. Tati ami ekla nohai. Ami acita pilih tu grina pera se tati. Kulubi ini chutu mutu da Assam police camera be sir harassment ti kiman basin dia ase harassment khai kini ga bhabi kuri thakibo itu poila bhai start kuri ase 1998 when our honorable chief minister was PWD minister isi chairman was a chief minister itu time brahi inisi start kora logo itu for the route to khulibo laki to then start kora ase. People are talking about the 2013, 14, 15. No, it was started much earlier. Hulibi kile itu question to raise kuri ase kile repeat hoi ase apna no repeat itu passenger kan bisi to pai passenger kan bisi to pai itu karena photo route to important ase koina ami aro honorable member kan tati area laga itu amar chief minister milai na itu inisi pura ase itia hoi moi mangise firm ki man ase allotment ki man dise paisa to hele last season the last year the 148.50 to chief minister ba itu rasta karni itu provide kuri dise isi kusi baise itu saldo hile itu rasta de berai boleh di bhabi কিন্তু এটা tapi controversy ki ase naga mano pichi khota koi asli khota koribi bhal kaam koribi reality hobi itu rasta de future road to kiman conductor ase list mongai se t-shirt ita lopi de moi t-shirt nohile kali rati hi pungji dile pongtai dile ki answer to moi tapi study kurbe ase lopi di ase de ekta kapi juji na saya ini cari se terus nabi repeat it again amahan phago study kurbo lagi khushi na kamra sir itu important do pisi lampak khuda kurbe ase pisi mo kurbe na dibi moi koble do ama honorable chief minister aro honorable BWT minister roads and bridges minister ke request kuri ase koble dibi na itu foother road to joldi khatam koribole itu hi koribi paisa bi di dise thank you kaam kiman ke allotment di kena ase phalko koribole joldi khatam koribole hi dibi kisam khota kobo itu conductor khambi nicho kaam khatam koribo chi holibi koi gena korai asilo tati konpi third fourth meterman ekuna nagini Department aro conductor phalko milibi khota koribi joldi itu rasta to lagi amahambi apna piche da se apna dujon laga chief minister and PWD minister apna ki dujon baki na solai kena joko itu ase He are thinking that they want to itu comedy ase kore everywhere naga culture inagai hujai ase kiba hobo comedy kiba hobo organization no interfere no privi laga no hai local issue ulai chuti tai kham bi important ase no lobby laga no hai lobby kendo settle down ni itu photo do bhalko jodi khatam korili aro photo moi laga request ase committee khana se koi ase itu committee khan ke moi laga request ekta to jodi itu rasa complete kuri kena chari dibo photo road khan bra committee bra hand over koribo near future tai khan abo itu rasta to maintain koribo no civil society bra committee bra maintain kena koribo it has to be maintained by the road and bridges government bra hi maintain koribo do itu bi committee khan itu chani aro halko mili kena itu photo road to joldi khatam koribole koshish koribi important taki tok paru ko bole pishi ase holebi itu longleng mokokchong mon itu tok pai moi huni ase two lane jai ase dimawar two lane jai ase tigit nameng mora portion do ama mon chishi portion do hele single lane hi jai ase aro the rest two lane ase goje two lane start korile two lane khatam koribi itu ama honorable chief minister and honorable minister work and housing itu ikki same status aro same plan same policy de solagre itu request kuriase sir aro ekta photo route to the top paro hile ama manu pila top pai moi ki itu mokokchong district longleng district mon district top pai pisi top paro kendo moi huni ase parent timabor tadi do amangan do iphane khorai haikena do nipirai do amahan top pai ase koa timani ase kile itu asampar grina parent district top pabo kile asampar grina timabor top pabo asampar grina moi perai amar mano perai joldi khatam koribi photo road woka district mokokchong mon longleng itu joldi khatam koribi ola iphani do chari gena jolly itu kuri dile bhala ase koi gena government ke decision itu digena photo to jolly khatam kuri dise koi gena janai dia ase aro government la policy ini ga ase moi iman naki janai dia ase. Thank you.
Come to the few supplementary questions. Let me do some introduction. Speaker, sir. Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Nifi Liu was kind enough to allocate 140.50 crore for this so-called foothill route. Understanding the problem of these people, especially Amila Collect Commissioner, Moon District, Longling District, Mokchong District, Okada. Main problem of ito ang ito'y kusiyase. To aje ki hoise? Ito fund utilize korobali. Ito 15 paks kula misina. Fish market misina nakamano hala ulay. Print media di sahase, social media di sahase. Man কি হয়ে আছে নাকামানো স্পিকার স্যার নাকামানো লাগা কালার দেখাইছে নাকি ফুটিল রুট তো বাউরি যাইছে কন্ট্রাক্ট চুজি আছে পাহাড়ে লুই যাব লাগে ফুটিল নই কিনা আপ হিল বি যাইছে সিভিল সোসাইটি গান itu civil foothill committee coordination committee gwan itu alignment pi sabo lage itu to nesage na kam chuji ase itu ki hoye ase nakamano itu country chuji kina nakamano laga to इत्यादि सुरुम भी आसे तो सो मनो फोथिल लगे ना वागना जेम तो किसी अजी की हुआ है की इंस्टीट्यूशन भी होगी गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन भी होगी सिविल सोसाइटी एनजीओस और एनी कमिटी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड और अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड कमिटी. There is a jurisdiction. Niju la jurisdiction ase to itu jane kena approval lagi. Itu committee kan bhi ki gone tare laga jurisdiction nisai na aayegi na undertaking mangya ase contractor agi. Contractor to undertaking loi na ase department lo. Kile undertaking lo lagi. Kile tala jurisdiction bar pora kena bira ase. Alignment to sana hai. Oka district to 40 km above extension जाएगा ना ये तो foothill तो high uphill दी जाएगी तो foothill रास्ता को ऐसा uphill रास्ता को नहीं तो ये तो का तो नशा है और क्या ना ये तो हुआ है साबुले का तो नशा है साबुले तो इधर तो सुकु पोनु को ना कंट्री पायना ना भाई काम पायना ना भाई और क्या ना डिपार्टमेंट भी Nakamano 150 crore credential Tagamano contract to be 9 again. He wanted 17 package pack project man. Itu Amawati biscuit pack for Misna Christmas tree, Mamsu pack for Misna, and Aki on the pack project. Come though. Ekta to the contract to give Ulegin to come to Divina. Peacefully grow the Boragi. Itu pura, kami lakukan few supplementary itu kucap boleh supplementary itu dia se. Is there question 1? supplementary question 1. Is there any other contractors or firm in Nagaland who had credential of 150 crore? Nagamanu contractor has none. 150 crore credential daga. Tender alone. 1. Number 2, instead of making 1 or 2 packages, what is the reason for dividing into 17 packages? Itu reason lagi ada. Number 3, itu contractor 17 package puna contractor ang sub tu NPDP laga credential fulfill kuring na sana na ini disi kamu itu credential bi fulfill lah sebeli housekeeping boleh itu bi saya itu credential nggak lagi itu kamu cancel boleh ekta. Number 3, explain why work was allotted to Nagaland Foothill Coordination Committee and Mokchung District and Oka District. Kili tangi kam disi, tangan kadrik rubi noe, tangan tu itu pressure group ita itu, civil society itu tribal huhubra. Support Korigna, pressure group it has. They are not contractors. Why they were allowed this work? It will be Kapuchin. Fourthly, last question though, explain why the alignment in Woka district went uphill and not foothill, extending the route by 40 kilometers more.
Because before to get myself associated with the congratulatory note to our Honorable Chief Minister, who has become a doctorate now, Dr. Ministerial, on behalf of my party, the Naga People's Front, I also would like to extend a very warm congratulations, and I would like to urge the members in joining the congratulatory note by thumbing our tables. Speaker, sir, this is a very important issue, which you all have seen. I'm at the center of either in the controversy or maybe breaking barriers. Well, I would like to bluntly ask a supplementary question to our Honorable Chief Minister. Why the Foothill Road, which he was magnanimous enough to sanction 148.50 CR during the last financial year for the construction of the Foothill Road, and it was missing in the governor's address. This is no mean achievement to my mind, Speaker sir, and therefore I would like an answer from the Honorable CM. Why this was left out? This should be a part of the achievement of the government. And why that it was not reflected in the governor's address. I was listening very carefully, and you have given us the copy. So that is my supplementary question to our Honorable CM. Now, let me come back to the controversy, which it is being circulated in the social media, in the print media. This agreement, this is called an agreement. Speaker sir, you are aware of this. I am per se against the very idea, the concept of entering into another agreement after you enter an agreement with the government, the department in charge of the road and bridges. It's like you get married to another woman, then again, since you are not satisfied, again you enter another agreement with another woman. It will appear like that, humorously putting it. Now, what is happening? It is like, the story of Margin of Venice, Speaker sir, where a miser Jew, Shylock, lent an amount to Antonio, and Antonio could not pay, So what happened? They went to the court. Portia gave a judgment that, okay, because the agreement was that if the amount was not paid to Shylock, Shylock will be entitled to take out a pound of flesh from Antonio's chest. But the condition was that, okay, you can take out a pound of flesh from Antonio's chest, but you cannot drop even a drop of blood. It is something like that. The Foothill Road Committee trying to impose this condition to the government. It's very logical. I hope the members here will understand. Now, if you see I don't want to go into the entire contents of the agreement, which is supposed to be an agreement, which they are proposing. Well, Speaker said, if you go through, there are 8 paras here, 1 to 8 para. So it is printed in the non-judicial paper, which will become a legal document.
You read out.
No, I'll read out only the relevant portion, not the whole. Even if we don't go into the whole, 1 is enough. Number 1, Speaker said, that the undersigned declare and swear in the name of Almighty God that the Nagaland Foothills Road is an extraordinary project or people's project fully initiated and shouldered by the Nagaland Foothills Road Coordination Committee since from its inception 2013. Therefore, let me come back. No one, whosoever it may, whatsoever position he or she may hold, cannot claim his her supremacy over the project, and if any try to do so, Speaker sir, listen carefully, last sentence, will be doing at his her own risk. Isn't it a threatening? From the very start of the so-called agreement that they have put forward to the firms, the sentence itself started with a threatening note. Who has given this authority? Speaker sir, I think there is a benchmark. The associations as well as the functioning of the government. How can we allow a group of people, a few individuals, to usurp the power of the government, the department? If you go through, I don't want to waste time going through the entire details. There is also a provision where they have written that unless they certify, unless they issue a no objection certificate, meaning to say that they will certify, then only payment will be made. Then what will be the role of the engineers, the chief engineer of the department? What kind of role do they have? There are many questions left unanswered. I don't want to go into detail since my seniors, both Honorable Nemnya and Nugultushi has raised supplementary questions. I don't want to dwell into it. I think that is enough for the department, for the Honorable Minister and Minister in charge to answer. I don't want to go into detail. Thank you very much.
The question raised by the questioners, third question number 1. The problem raised by the first questioner, Mr. Nimdekwane, the grievances shared by you is well taken. In regard to this Foothill Road, according to the media paper war, not exactly paper war, but one-sided press releases are being seen by the people for few weeks now. I thought of giving a statement in the House, but we, as a department, sir, we have not committed anything wrong, and we have no differences with the problem with the Foothill Road till now. Department has floated the tender. We have issued work order. The contractors are working full swing. Little delay was there, but in the meantime, the 12 tribes community authorized the Foothill Road Committee, and they met one affidavit agreement which has been read out by the Honorable Member Mr. Chumbe Mokikon. Although this is circulated in the public through media, through WhatsApp, everything, but the department officially did not get this circular authorizing the department to ask the contractors to sign officially. In my meetings with the Foothill Road Committee, they said, sir, we want to sign an MOU. So kindly direct the contractors to see us. But I said, it is your duty. We have done our job. We have a contract agreement. Outside that is, you create understanding among yourself. I cannot direct the contractors to see. Although the rule doesn't permit, but I can individually speak to the contractors. What they are saying, you can just go and hear them. If you don't concede to it, you speak out and leave it. That was my sharing with few contractors. But in some stages, some imposition kind like that, going house to house to get the signature of the contractor like that. So I said, this is not the way. You have to have a trust, and you have to build a trust in order to get the road through. But however, after giving little supplementary questions, say we have a contractor who can do even to the extent of like 100 crores. But this Foothill Road happened to be a little peculiar from other kind of things, and the persuasion, the request started from 12 tribes, addressed to Honorable Chief Minister. Honorable Chief Minister conceded that this is an important thing, that this is my duty to see that the road is built. So it started since 2013-14. Funding started from that year. So there's plenty Naga capable contractors to do 150, 200,000 crores also. But due to certain problems, internal problems, we thought that we make some understanding, because lands are not compensated, although it is, the NOC has been signed. But internally we should have a respect to each other. Therefore, this arrangement was taking place, and with the confidence of all the stakeholders, we floated tender. There was no complaint. We have issued work order. Contractors are on the job, but only based on this insisting on the agreement that came out. But I'm saying that for the information of the members, differences of this against Foothill Road contractors, government doesn't have any problem. We are just going ahead, and I would request the honorable members, not that you divert the issue, but we are still on the persuasion. I called them yesterday to sit across the table between contractors and the Foothill Road Committee, witnessed by the Department of PWD. But they requested us that since Assembly is recessed tomorrow, so why not on 5th? Because they have some engagement. Therefore, the issue, I will also give you a few of the replies, but why not give us time? Let us not go too far at this stage. We have not held up the issue. It is going on. Little differences came up. So we are trying to make understand to all the stakeholders, not that to go that far. Our Honorable MLA, Mr. Chumbe Mokikon, constituency covered 105 kilometers. The major work falls under that. Therefore, he is also one of the stakeholders dealing with these people, the development coming into his constituency. So sometimes his presence is also required. That's why he intervened. But reaction started on saying something, this and that, like that. And you see, 17 contractors were awarded work through NIT, through bid, and accordingly contractors have been given the contract work. I am confident that all the contractors who have been awarded, they are competent contractors. They have no adverse remark in the contract record in the department. And I'm yet to visit the sites. But since assembly is there, I will personally monitor and see that the timely completion of the project will be our contribution towards the fulfilling of the desire of the people. All 17 contractors are registered contractors. Their machineries are already launched on the site. We are comfortable, we are confident that these people will be able to complete the work, but only little hindrances, some suspension between the contractors and somebody outside the department intervention. I assure the House that no contractor is likely to fail the project as they're into an agreement with the department. The Foothill Road Committee, we have not directly given the work to them, but they also requested that they should also be part of some work. But they have not, the department has not allotted the work directly to the Foothill Road Committee under somebody's name, in the name of the registered contractors. So it came up, there was little hassle, but we compromised and okay, since this is a project where the Pial tribes are also taking the lead in pursuing the government to give us sanction for immediate Foothill Road construction to Kane, in order to have goodwill to each other. We respect them. That's why, okay, you come forward, and they also put a tender, not in the name, but in the frame of registered contract. So I don't want that the honorable members at this stage go in agitating about that also. Because tomorrow we are going to have a meeting. If the House permits, I may be forced to give a statement. Up to 8 we are going to have assembly. So let me see the outcome of the differences, what has come up. But it is not a major difference, sir. Only the agreement point that whatever is inserted in the agreement that I didn't, till today I have not recognized that the agreement or whatever. But the department is doing its job. What is permissible, what is in PWD system, we are following that, and we have not compromised, not even an inch of the system. Therefore, we are trying to educate each other. And this is a Naga project, and we must take all the stakeholders. And present time, let us all see that, as our honorable member has pointed out. The NGO, civil societies, authorized and unauthorized body has taken all the rights in their own hand. So, government of the day is struggling with the issues. What is right, what is wrong? That is also still in our hand. Therefore, let us see that, give a space, a chance to the department, since we are pursuing, because you have come across through media. I have also reacted, because their statement was hurting me too much. That's why I said, mind your words. But my office, my door is open for any discussion to come to an amicable solution, to create an understanding. Therefore, I request the honorable members, we are so kind that the honorable Chief Minister has granted us money. And about Tuli to Tijit. This was the request of the NGOs and stakeholders that you start two laning from next year, but Tuli to Dimapur, leaving Dimapur to Peren also. And you complete this one first, and next phase address up to Tijit. And we are two laning, we are going to start only from now. So there is no question of the Tuli to Tijit. Two lane is avoided. It will continue at par with the Dimapur Tuli road. So I request the honorable members from ENP also not to be panicked. Same standard, same nature of work will have to take place in your place also. So nothing undermining will be there. And we are sure that the project should be through a negotiation, through bringing understanding among the people. And today, let us take it, whatever they said, it's a Naga project, it's a public project, and it is our project. So, government, since we are responsible, we are taking the responsibility, otherwise it is their project. Therefore, there's nothing wrong taking the confidence of somebody who wants to help us. But they have gone little beyond. Otherwise, let us also take them sportingly, and let us see that we work together, and that can create more confidence on the development, and make sure that through the coordination of Foothill Road Committee with the department, I'm confident that the project will be successful, and the contractors will be more aware of his own job, unlike other times have done, some person done and leave it like that. Therefore, I request the honorable members to understand, highlighting the issue is very good, but sometime before we come to an end, what is to be done? Therefore, let us see that, give a space to the department and allow us to deal what is there. About changing of alignment. Initial alignment, the present department feel that somewhere it is not viable because the terrain itself is a little difficult terrain. To avoid that, this new alignment in some portion has taken place, and I think it is agreed upon by the people living over across the length and breadth of that area also. So this taking alignment does not affect anything, but for the Bharat Karne to Kuraya say, although about in the disturbed area belt, there was little apprehension from Assam side because some portion we will be crossing Assam land also. But Honorable Chief Minister has taken personally interest, and he has discussed with the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and road construction clearance. They have no objection from the Assam side while taking up this Foothill Road project. So the disturbed area belt problem between Nagaland and Assam still exists, but that is in the other side of the issue. But as far as this Foothill Road project is concerned, I think we got the clearance. We are getting cooperation from Assam also, but only little differences created among us community. That's why it has been taking little time, but we have not wasted too much time. Contractors are still going on, and they are going very fast. Though at the moment, as per my reply, it is 4 point something progress is there, but I'm sure by this March, some contractors have gone to 30–40% in some areas, and I'm confident that 60–70% can be completed by April, May. So the issue raised by you is appreciated, but give me little time, since department is having some meeting with the concerned stakeholders to create understanding among us. So let us not make an issue at this stage, because our target is to get through Foothill Road. We are not confronting with anybody. My concern, department concern, the government concern is this foothill road to reach ENP areas. Therefore, for our differences, let us not withhold the project which is to be benefit the people of those unreached areas. So the questioners, the queries that you made is good, but at this stage I request you to be little calm, give a space to each other. Appreciating, criticizing is the duty of the assembly where you're supposed. I even intend, if issue cannot complain, I said in the press conference, I said, if the project fail on moral ground, I'll resign. But maybe I have to withdraw that. If this kind of climatic condition, this kind of atmosphere, how can I give a 100% satisfactory project? If the cooperation is there, maybe project can be also, as a special project, I can insist contractors to give 101% completion. But when cooperation is not there, how can I give 100% completion? So I thought I should withdraw my language from here, even if it is not completed, if it has not been successfully done. But however, since the issue has been, when the question has been asked to Honorable Chief Minister also, I will give only this much of my, so I would request the members to bear with us, give us little time, and let us clear the doubt and let the people go ahead in full sync. With these few words, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Memo may submit a copy to the Secretary in charge of the deed which you have just referred to in the discussion.
Yeah, Speaker, sir. Thank you for the time. This question number 1 has not only become an issue of the elected or the civil societies, but all the citizens who has no connection with the foothill areas also. So since this has been going on for quite some time, I would like to clear some confusions and doubts. So thank you for giving me the time. But before I go into it, I want to sincerely thank you, Honorable Speaker, and also my honorable colleagues of all the political parties and independents running an opposition-less government. All of you, you have extended a good wishes and congratulations note to me on my being conferred the Doctorate of Letters Honoris Causa by the Northeast Council University and Northeast Christian University on the 25th February. This prestigious honor is not only a personal milestone, but a testament to our shared efforts and commitment in the service of our people, and of course, through the grace of God and the people's support and prayers. So, since it is our collective efforts, and by the grace of God, I dedicate this honor to all citizens of Nagaland, and particularly my honorable colleagues, both past and present. Coming to the question issue, certain supplementary questions are taken up, and I was also going to ask a memo since he had read a paper, so that should be submitted to the House. And then the question raised are very clear, and it's also warranted. Whether any qualified contractors are there to implement 150 crore plus. I think definitely there are many, as I know. Then why it is divided into 17 packages? That is also questionable. But department has its own reasons, so that I will not like to indulge. And of course, the alignment in Wokha district, that if any, I think that should be taken care. And I've also read that proposed agreement with the Nagaland Foothill Road Coordination Committee. In one of the points, they mentioned that it should not be subletted. But we learned that they are working in some contractors, qualified contractors. So, what is that? I want to point it out also. I thank the questioner, Nimni Konyak, and also Luklutoshi and Achumemo. You see, I want to give little background about this. And of course, why it is not put into governor address. Because governor address in the beginning of the year, he gave his speech about the achievements of the government. And since Foothill Road is not a success story or completed project, it is still in trouble. We avoid it. Otherwise, we'll be too pleased to take up this issue. And Foothill Road Coordination Committee also had mentioned, it is the people's project. We elected members are the people's representative. Any grievances the people has should come through the elected members. And I want to extend my appreciation for the support and the enthusiasm of development activities, not only in Foothill Road, but we are getting all the support and cooperations from the POHOs and civil societies, which we should appreciate. But since there were a lot of misunderstanding, I want to give some clarity in this so that public will stop discussing or casting aspirations against one another. As far as I can understand, Honorable Minister in charge of Road and Bridges, Mr. Kaito Aye, is a very senior member, very experienced, and not only in politics, but he handled well with public, and that's how he's surviving. And in this department, he is doing well. We support whatever he's doing. And as he had given a statement in the paper or talking to the press that if the project fails, I will submit my resignation. I will resign. That program will not fail. And the question of he resigning does not arise. Because is implementing in the process and will see that this project survives. So there's no issue. Now, when I was Works and Housing Department Minister, way back in 1993, we took up this Foothill Road and then we got a sanction from NEC. But when, over the years, when I went to NEC in Itanagar, Arunachal, in NEC meeting, because my chief minister was busy, he could not go. He sent me to attend the meeting. In that, the Assam raised that foothill road proposed by Nagaland, sanction should be dropped. Because this foothill road is going through a disputed area, which will bring many disputes, and law and order will be created. So it should be dropped. I was surprised. I was with my bureaucrats and my chief engineer, the then chief engineer, Mr. Dotto. So I have to stand my ground. And I stood up in reply that to come to the eastern part of Nagaland, we have to come via Assam. And therefore, as a state, we should have a road within our area. And it is sanctioned. And today my chief minister is not in this meeting. Therefore, the question of drop does not arise. If you want to have more discussion, my chief minister should be there. And it may be kept in abeyance, on hold, so that they have taken note of my suggestions. But as Assam is too powerful, they had stopped, and we did not get that NEC sanctioned road. If you go back to the documents or record, you'll find that NEC has sanctioned this road, but it was stopped by Assam. Now, over the years, why MORTH has not agreed to sanction this road? We have not got a penny from the Ministry of Surface Transport. Some people give statement that they seek the support of Governor, Honorable Governor. They met the Union Minister, Nitin Gadkari, for the sanction, and they got a sanction. No, we have not got a penny from the MORTH till today. What we got was through SPA, that is of the state budget, state sanction we got from there. We have chipped out some money. In 2013-14, under SPA, we sanctioned 40 crores. I'm talking about 2013-14. I went to Parliament in 2014. Then in 2014-15, 27 crore was also sanctioned again under SPA. And when I came back and took over, we gave fund under 2021-22, they're also under SPA 30 crores. Then this time 2023-24, under SASKI, we gave 148.50 crores. So totaling 245.50 crores had been sanctioned. Today my worry is, SASKI means every year the money you receive, you have to spend within that financial year. Or if you cannot, they give you chance for the next 6 months again. But if you don't spend, then you will have to find penalty. And then if you don't give utilization certificate, next allocation you will not get. So this 148.50 crores was sanctioned in 2023-24. If we had spent this money with the support of the people and corporations and the landowners, we could have given sanction again, how much we got by 2024-25, this current year. We did not give because the earlier year money was given, it was not utilized. Then in this budget also, 2025-26, we are passing this budget this time. So we could also again give money. But since 2023-24, money is not spent. We did not sanction. So if we have the support of the people's project and cooperate, then this road would have been almost completed. When we asked for this road to declare national highway, then the report of the MRTH, Ministry of Road, they mentioned that this road, there is no density of vehicles. Because road has to be there first, so that you can get the report of requirement and get the national highway declaration. But there is no road. There are few alignments of when Tuli paper mill was there, feeder road. I had traveled through Tizit, Naganimara, Tuli, your Merapani, Doyang River, we crossed through a bamboo bridge and Newland, Dimapur. Alignment, if road is done, it will be very good. But since too many cooks spoils the curry, and everybody is voicing, so taking the sense of the house and the department, I feel I as a chief minister, a leader of the house, is making an appeal to any agencies who are cooperating from inside or outside to have full understanding with the department and immediately allow the contractors to implement the road, so that over the years, if the contractors can do with public support, then even this current financial year, I assure you, we can give more fund to expedite the completion of the road. So I hope this will make everybody keep this issue addressed. Yes, Ministry of Surface Transport, Road, he was also very kind, very gentle. When group we went and met, and with the department also, he said, okay, I'll give you. I'll give part allotment also, even under Bharatmala. But MRTH has not given 1 rupee. It is from the state allocation we are giving. So there should be no confusion, and I as a leader request the Nagaland Foothill Road Coordination Committee also, and all the leaders, OHOs and civil societies to support the government's project, which is for the people. Thank you.
Please give me time. This, I wanted to know one thing is, regarding this Foothill Road Committee. Tomorrow, National Highway 2 Committee will come out. Again, tomorrow, Dimapur to Kohima 4-lane Road Committee will come out. Can the department carry this burden? It's a big problem. What do we say about this Postal Committee? We have given contract to them, and then tomorrow another committee will come, they will continue to disturb the contractors, whoever get the work. So we have to do something for this. Otherwise, saya lagi भी kali bersong की हो जाए. Itu Foothill Committee itu cuma exercise kau dia ada. Government bid nak kan sini. Kali bersong highway stop tu Nagaland di rasta important apa nasi. Stop rasta important nasi tu. Itu committee naga form kuri kena tahu. Naga mana tu itu practice kuri tu. Ek sum kiba kurus bil kali kita itu start kau. Tahu itu hobo. Department bera itu pardon pokebu baruko. Government bera itu pardon pokebu baruko. Itu bera itu pamana pal bera baru lagi itu kan. Since leader of the house also clarified, and then Ministerial judge has clarified, I am satisfied. But this query we have to think very seriously. Thank you.
Much for giving me this time and accepting my request under rule number 59. I would like to give information to the members and the audience here regarding the employment to the lowest grade in the postal service, which we Nagas are losing the opportunity to get employment. Well, the recruitment process in the postal service goes like this. The recruitment is done online and it is all India open. The minimum qualification is +10 pass. Candidates are required to log in to the website and submit their details. Here comes the most important point. There is no exam, no interview. Candidates are selected on the merit basis of the percentage of their class 10 mark sheets. Now, what happened here? Why we're losing the opportunity to get employment in the postal service in the lowest grade called GDS, goes by the name Gramin Dak Sevak. How we are losing is like this. Our state does not have any recognized common language, and the cabinet, through its gazette, declared that English and Hindi will be the medium for all communication. Though the state has 17 recognized tribal languages, none of the 17 languages have been recognized as common language of the state. Other states in the northeast, like Manipur, has Meitei language as common. Assam has Assamese, Khasi and Garo for Meghalaya, Bengali for Tripura, and Mizo for Mizoram. The state of Arunachal is also facing similar problem like us. They also have 23 tribal languages with no recognized common language. For recruitment to GDS, The states like Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram have made their respective common language as a necessity for applying for the said job. As such, only those who know Assamese, Meitei, Khasi, Garo, Bengali, or Mizo can apply for the job vacancy within their respective states. For the state of Nagaland and Arunachal, multiple tribal languages without any common language and having English and Hindi as common language is giving open opportunity for others. The reality is that indigenous candidates of Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh are not able to compete with the percentage marks of other states from mainland India. As such, the vacancies of our states are mostly getting filled up by candidates from other states. We have a smaller postal office called branch post offices. We have 365 BPOs in Nagaland, and in these BPOs we have a sanctioned post of 1,047 GDS posts. Under this recruitment process, more than 90% of vacancies are getting filled up by non-indigenous Nagas. From January 2023 to December 2024, a total of 361 GDS vacancies were advertised for recruitment and 90% were filled up by non-locals. The state of Arunachal is ahead of us on this recruitment issue now. The government of Arunachal Pradesh came up with a gazette notification which constitutionally recognized all the 23 languages, tribal languages, for the purpose of third language in the state. The state further pursued this matter with the Ministry of Communication, Department of Postal in Delhi, and the ministry issued a circular in favor of the government of Arunachal Pradesh, a copy of which I'll be giving now. With this circular by the Ministry of Communication, only indigenous candidates of Arunachal Pradesh can apply for GDS post vacancy in Arunachal now. The state of Nagaland also needs to follow exactly what the neighboring states Arunachal did, so that GDS vacancies in Nagaland Postal Division are filled up by indigenous Nagaland Nagas. With Deputy Commissioner as the certifying authority of proficiency in local language in their respective districts. So, therefore, with due permission from the Leader of the House, our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Ministerial, and all the honorable members, the House may pass a resolution in this regard to give better employment opportunity to our indigenous Nagas to follow the Arunachal model, so that opportunity is open to our youth for employment under postal service. Thank you for the time.
Debate, I would like to intervene before our Leader of the House respond, because I am also conversant with this issue, and I'm happy that our honorable member Dr. Atto has taken up the responsibility of raising the issue. If you see the advertisement this year,
Honorable member, you can supplement.
yes, 10 February, just 60 seconds. 10 February 2025, there is also an advertisement for the post which he has mentioned. And the scale of pay, speaker said, is about 10,000. It will be equivalent to a lower divisional clerk of our state employees. These are actually, in nomenclature, it is a grade 4. But these are actually, in terms of monthly salary, these are good enough for sustenance of a family. Now, what happened is, it's because of the language. If you see the new education policy, I hope we will debate in the budget speech. I would like to elaborate further. But the third language, apart from English, Hindi, the third language is also being propounded. So now, as far as our state is concerned, the problem which he has mentioned is about the non-recognition of the various tribes. What this post meant, GDS, One of the criteria is that, Speaker Sir, the person who gets appointed in this post have to know, she or he has to know the local language of that area. For example, a truck runner is appointed in Mon, he has to know Konyak. How can you expect a Bihari or a Bengali or someone from South India to know Konyak? And therefore, many of them get selected, but they get transferred, and every year there's an advertisement. And all these people, all these posts are being taken away from by the mainland areas. But one factor is that even in our matriculation marking, I don't know, this will generate further debate. Our way of marking marking is very conservative. It is not liberal. For other universities in other states, they are very liberal. So if I get 45 in maths, science in NBSc, for them they'll get 1995, and there is no examination as far as this selection is concerned. They will only scroll through the mark sheets, and whoever has a lot of good marking in the matriculation are being selected. So many of our boys and girls are, even if they apply, they don't get the opportunity. And therefore, I also would like to supplement and support that a proper resolution in the form of cabinet is required to convey to the ministry as far as the issue is concerned. Thank you.
Speaker, sir, I beg to present to the House a copy each of the annual administrative report for 2024-2025 of the following departments. 1. Chief Electoral Officer. 2. Technical Education. 3. Water Resources. 4. Finance. 5th. Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. 6. Labor. 7. Legal Metrology and Consumer Protection. 8. New Renewable Energy. 9. Industry and Commerce. 10. Human Resources and Sports. 11. Science and Technology. 12. Fishery and Aquatic Resources. 13. Nagaland State Mineral Development Corporation Limited.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I beg to present to the House a copy of the Annual Administrative Report 2024-2025 of the following departments. 1. Women Resource Development. 2. Horticulture.
Honorable Speaker, sir, while moving for the adoption of the vote of thanks to the speech delivered by the Honorable Governor in this August House, I would like to refer to paragraph 29 of the Honorable Governor's speech pertaining to the School Education Department. Speaker, sir, in the larger interest of the public service, I would like to point a few substantial points to the Department of School Education in this respect. I was also given the privilege to look after this department as a minister in charge by the Honorable Chief Minister during 10 House, 2003 to 2008. There were relevant proposals and suggestions by the department that redeployment or rationalization of school teachers' position in the state. I give a thought over it as minister in charge of the department and also as a public servant for the last 2-3 decades. And I understand that this redeployment or rationalization is rather a bureaucratic language than a rational one. And therefore, I have a negative opinion to their proposals. Massive posting transfer of school teachers is in no way helpful to the health of the education system in the state. That was my opinion. There were and there are still guidelines issued by the Ministry of Human Resources for various subjects and agendas. Yes, no such flagship programs are good, but when implementing, it differs in geopolitics, ground reality of the country. A policy or a program fitted for mainland India sometimes go contrary to the ground reality of the hilly state and hilly people. Same thing with the Department of School Education. We all know that there are issues to be addressed. To cultivate healthy education to our children. For example, our people, including myself, are not properly taught in the technical education. Composite education is not there. The Department of School Education is expected to address on these issues. Yes, no doubt. There were teachers posting discrepancies, especially in the countryside, urban and the rural areas. At one point of time, there were issue of single teachers in the building district. We try to address that issue specifically. But as a minister in charge of the department, something like a captain of the ship, the minister in charge, I thought I should navigate this department in a proper way that it is a contributory factor to the healthy growth of the children in their educational pursuits. I have never taken this department as my political field to exhibit political instrument. And then there is a public service. There were some posting and transfers, but limited to specific individuals or areas, but never in the bulk. No, never. However, unfortunately, Speaker sir, unfortunately, the present dispensation of the school education for the last 3-4 years, you were talking and discussing only on matter of school teachers posting and transfer. What is this? On the practice of central guideline, student-teachers ratio. It doesn't tally nor in conformity with the ground reality. Issuing thousands and thousands of teachers, transferring along with the post. Why? Under what scarcity, under what wisdom you are nurturing your school children, education system. Your intention is to massacre and kill the academic life of the state or to build it up to a more healthy and compatible student. This is a pertinent question I have in my mind. At the present instance, after issuing thousands of teachers transferring along with posts, the government of Nagaland has intervened. On 17 February, they have issued this notification. And the entries of public service, the order number, date 6 February 2025, and 10 February 2025 are hereby kept on hold till further order, pending review. That was issued on 17 February. And on 19 February, another notification issued by the Director of School Education. All individual village councils are reading this way. SMT or DCT, nothing, students union who have genuine grievances concerning the department's notification of order number sunshine, date 6 February 2025 and 10 February 2025 on rationalization of teachers are requested to submit their representation in written form to the concerned DU senior STU or whatever within 10 days, that is 28 February 2025, from the date of issue of this notification. The written application should, 1, clearly specify the reason for the concern. 2, indicate the specific issues that need to be addressed rather than expressing general resentment over the whole rationalization exercise. The concerned students and such shall, 1, complete all received applications from their respective jurisdiction. 2, examine and ascertain validity of the grievances. 3, the compiled applications shall be submitted to the Directorate for further necessary action through consent due. In charge of the waiting the applications within 5 days, that is 3rd March, after the expiry of the deadline. Further, all stakeholders are strictly advised to address their grievances through paper, cleared and not resort to media, through proper channel, not to resort to
media platforms for raising concern. The department is committed to addressing all Chilean issues in appropriate and transparent manner. No crevices shall be in the time after the expiry of the given deadline. Signed, Sabisalian Key, IS, Principal Director, 17 February 2025. Sir, this August House is comprised of 60 elected members. No member of this House is here by default. I have been stating that sentence over and over again. All the 60 members are equally honorable members, representing certain segment of the society as authorized by the law. They are lawful representative of the people. And this House and this membership of the House are to be ignored. Then what is the meaning of that term? The government run by this House is called popular government because they were popularly elected by the people. They have the mandate of the people to govern the state for that given period of time. Under what tenacity, under what mandate such kind of leadership is being guided? Sub-President Government Standing Order of 17th February. There are other papers also. I don't want to read it now because all the honorable members must have seen it. But I wanted to draw the attention of the House, and especially the leader of the House. A department is not run necessarily only by the MLA himself. MLA means the minister in charge, or for that matter any other designation. But it is a collective effort exercise for any given department. Leader of the House, or for that matter Chief Minister, as per the law, allocates certain responsibility to certain member of the House. They are exercising such duties and assignment as per the mandate of the people, as per the rules of executive business of the state government, and other relevant laws and articles. We are not here as a mere joker or a defaulter, but we are truly elected by the people, having the people's mandate, authorized to govern the people for the given period. And therefore, I wanted to draw the attention of the House that instead of looking for a rationalization of education development policy, the health of the education system in the state, they are only focusing on the posting and turnover of teachers. Oh, what is this in a way? What is this in a way? Whether you are there as a commercial secretary or private advisor or minister or director, only to transfer the teachers or to look after the health of the education system of the state, to be compatible with the future. There is something untenable. There is something antithesis of the education system. I'm told that we are running in the 21st century. Is it the way to deal and then stand up with the passing of time, only to transfer teachers in this, particularly in this order, over 1,200 teachers. You have transferred even the subject teachers. Mathematics and science teachers. You have only applied teacher-student ratio. You have failed to address the health of education. In my village, I've run a government high school. And this is one of the schools in the state who have been passing in matriculation examination 100% over the years. Every year, 100%. 5 teachers were transferred from my native village moment, including subject teachers and especially one who is under medical training. This was transferred. Along with both, my constituency, I have a village called Aliba village. They are running a Kabuzat school, having 8 classrooms. They are having 14 teachers. Out of 14, 3 are called ECCC, who are not regular teachers. Only 11. Out of 11, they have transferred 5 along with posts. Only 6 teachers having 10 classrooms. What is this rationalization anyway? Is it a rationalization or militating the school? Speakers, I want honorable leader of the House intervention here. This mass transfer along with posts, this is along with posts. It should be stopped. The department has the authority to look after certain school in a specific way to adjust to the specific premises. But looking at the whole Nagaland, just like in a single teacher school, a single school, massively transferring is not done even in the martial law army. Here is a democratically elected popular government. The opinion of the previous elected representatives should also be taken into proper consideration by the government. Not through social media. The hell with it. The hell with it. I am also an advisor to that government interest department. I don't run by myself. I run the department, I tender my advice in consultation and proper consultation with the department officials. On such advice, I am running the department. School education, police, and medical are the highest having employed in the state. These are the 3 departments. For 3 departments, I was also ministerial. I have never committed such things during my time. And I don't have any interest to do such thing even in future. Because I look to the perspective of the department, health of the department, not under personal concern. Political machinery, political vindictiveness has no place in my kingdom, in my mind. And therefore, Speaker Sir, this school education department transfer posting of teachers, hide them, it's stop. like the present exercise. I am told that this movement is headed by a highly qualified IAS officer. Is it the job of a highly qualified IAS officer? Speaker sir, here is the word. High time such officer understand what is doing. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Speaker, sir, thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate in the motion of thanks to the Governor of Affairs. Most respected Honorable Chief Minister from Nagaland and Leader of the House, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Honorable Cabinet Minister, advisors, and member of the 14th Legislative Assembly. Mr. Speaker, sir, I endorse the entire content of our Honorable Governor address, yet I will limit my focus to a few part only. Speaker, sir, the consultative meeting held on 12 September 2014 with all the civil society organizations and political parties show the sincere concerns of the government in regard to Naga political issue. This should be appreciated by everyone and all should come with sincerity without any reservations. Speaker, sir, agriculture, the primary sector of our state, the encouragement of villagers in the form of PM Kisan scheme is worthy to be noted. The MOVCT Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeast region has brought direct contact with company which has greatly encouraged the state organic farmer and enhanced their income by way of selling their organic productions to the company. As stated in the Holy Bible, everything on earth is created by God and placed under the control of man, as women are being created in His own image. Therefore, we are to make use of God's creations in the right perspective. The resources and minerals in our state are to be extracted and used judiciously. The government decision to extract the mineral is highly appreciated, and this will boost the state economy once successful. Roads are the lifeline for overall development, and the various government projects like BMGSY, Nisit Road, ICRF are noteworthy. I want to make a special mention of the 2 lines road from Kohima to Jesami, Jesami to Akheo, and Akheo to Avangkho, and Myanmar Bandiri, which has brought communication easier to the villages touching the road and nearby villages, and also the far-flung interior village of Meluri district. Speaker, sir, as we all are aware that children are the future for tomorrow, and it should be inclusive of all children, whether they are privileged, downtrodden, children with special need. Under Mission Vatsalam, government have set up 44 childcare institutions for the underprivileged and vulnerable children, and also provide sponsorship to these children, which indicate government deep concerns for the children and futures. The successful conduct of exams by Nagaland Public Service Commissions and Nagaland Staff Selection Board in the successive year with meritocracy is the milestone achievement of the government. Now, Naga youth are fully charged with the spirit of competitiveness in every field. This, in return, will greatly improve the work culture of the Naga. Speaker, sir, my view on education is maybe a little different than my former speaker. Well, I view it that because of our Naga dishonesty, now we are paying the price. When I was there in the field, as we all are aware that 2021 census was really inflated
And in the interior villages, whenever I go during my field postings, hardly there is any teachers. Only some students are running here and there. And now I could see that the introduction of this Smile app for this teacher attendant will at least do justice to the interior peoples. I just want to give one example. In my district now, I have 36 government schools. There, the enrollment is less than one private school. Just imagine. So, why it had happened? Because in a village, every village has a primary school, but hardly the school has been managed by one or two teachers. And whereas I have come across that one of my people was appointed somewhere in other district, and he was telling that he really wanted to teach in the school. But whenever you go to the schools, hardly there is any children. I think today in Nagaland or nowhere in the world that we cannot appoint one teacher against one student. These are the reality we are really facing. So I think we need to do some in-depth study. And somewhere, some schools, teachers are more than students. These are the reality of things. It's going on in Nagaland. So I think we should not pinpoint to each other, but the realistic things has to be discussed and thrashed out from this house. Well, Speaker Sir, I just want to come to the conclusions. The creation of Meluri District is a milestone achievement of the government as it has fulfilled the long cherished dream of the Puchuri Naga. This has also brought equality and justice to all the Naga tribe for their contributions toward the creation of Nagaland state, since the state of Nagaland has been created out of political expediency. I, on my own behalf, and on behalf of the Pujuri community, express our sincere thanks and gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister and Leader of the House, Dr. Ministerial, and the Honorable Member of the 14th House of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Speaker, sir, with these few comments, I support the motion of thanks to the Governor address. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir, for providing me the opportunity to participate in the discussion on the motion of thanks on the Honorable Governor's address. I rise today as a long JDU party legislator to express my sincere gratitude for the comprehensive address delivered by the Honorable Governor of Nagaland during the 6th session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. The address not only celebrated the achievements of our government over the past 2 years, but also laid out a clear visionary roadmap for the future development of our state. It stands as a testament to our government's unwavering commitment to address critical issues faced by our people and to fostering sustainable development. I would also like to especially highlight the Governor's insightful emphasis on the Naga political issue, the collective efforts of this August House, evident through our dialogues with tribal bodies and civil societies organizations, reflect a strong resolve to seek a peaceful resolution. The consultative meeting held on 12 September 2024, along with the subsequent discussions with the Union Home Minister, underscores the proactive approach we must adopt to ensure that every citizen's voice is heard and their concerns are addressed in and ongoing negotiations. Honorable Speaker, sir, permit me to now refer specifically to para 6 of the Governor's address, that is regarding animal husbandry and veterinary services departments, programs and initiatives. While we recognize and applaud these various programs and initiatives and developments, I would like to suggest an expansion of, I would like to suggest an expansion of efforts. Specifically, the department should intensify the enhancement of livestock production through artificial insemination, AI, by establishing AI training institute in each district and creating a network among the created institutes. As of July 2023, approximately 45 to 50% of the districts in our country, that is nationwide, have been covered under artificial insemination programs. And in Nagaland, so far 11 districts have been covered, that is amounting to about 64% coverage, and benefiting 11,496 animals with 15,122 artificial insemination procedures conducted, and approximately 4,590 farmers benefited. While these figures are promising, they are insufficient when measured against the needs of our population. Our government must intensify its efforts by training and inducting more artificial insemination technicians, aiming to reach at least 150,000 AI procedures in our state, and thereby benefiting at least 20 to 30,000 of the farmers. Speaker sir, I now also would like to draw the attention of this August House to para 47th of the Honorable Governor's address, which discusses public service recruitment. While competitive examinations have been supported by reservation policies, these policies in some cases have created disparities among the Nagas, especially impacting a tribe like a Rengma, my own Rengma tribe. We have for far too long been wrongly designated and tagged as an advanced tribe. And a categorization, the tag, that has been a hindrance to our economic and educational progress. Without prejudice to any stakeholders' rights or claims, I propose that reservation on jobs should be, the reservation should be granted solely at the educational level, where every student has the same opportunity to learn and succeed, rather than extending indefinitely into the employment sector. This reservation, after reservation approach needs to be re-examined. Speaker sir, in this regard, I offer the following recommendations for a more equitable reservation policy in Nagaland. First, the state government, our government should periodically revise and review the reservation policy. It is time to reduce the percentage of reservation if it is not effectively reaching the intended citizens. A comprehensive study should determine whether the current reservation policy is truly benefiting the deserving citizens or merely those from the economically better off segments. We call it as creamy layers. Number 3, reservation should be considered based on the economic conditions of certain areas or regions or villages rather than strictly on the tribe or community, given that all Nagaland tribes, the people of Nagaland, are recognized as scheduled tribe. Number 4, candidates from the reserved communities should be made to compete within the reserved quota only and not on board to ensure that opportunities in the general category are not diminished. 5th, for Nagaland, reservation should be strictly available for citizens who are economically backward, identified by household income and not by tribe or communities. Finally, if the reservation policy is genuinely benefiting the socially and economically disadvantaged, its percentage in the process should be adjusted accordingly. In conclusion, Speaker Sir, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Governor's address for the insightful and forward-looking address, a reflection of our government's dedication to the welfare of the Naga people. Let us work together, transcending political differences to build a prosperous and harmonious Nagaland. I fully support the motion of thanks and urge all members of this House to join me in expressing our deep appreciation for our government's effort and commitment for the welfare of our state. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, sir, আমি Governor address the participating Bogani raise creation. Sir, सब मानो तापै honorable member pila participate kuri kendo yati moi ekta open moi na kong bi hobi itu सब तो हमारा लगा bureaucratic technocrat official pila in by name itu yati house ke itu Look at Nagaland. Kilimani, whatever ticket, whatever issuing order, any official order or private order, we are lawmaker. Whatever we have decided, the implementing part done by them. Any official under secretary or deputy secretary can sign any transfer or posting or appointment orders that is belongs to government policy. By name, all of them are very good officers. Kung concerned department, okay, not happy living. It was up to Amalala officer, he assent. Sir, my request group, who is who to get your life? 3 years ago, I said. How long it will take again? It will take only 6 months to prepare who is who. Itu pun nak jani tu. Honorable MLA Tawasalan laga kata ko aise. Itu ki laga aise na jana. Who is highlighted is a principal director of school education. Ini jani ko tu. You have to pay a pretty comfort aise. Who is who? I mean, so how long will it take to publish who is who? You have to be members, 60 members are there. Kuntu ki ase, ki thuri ase, kon ki jat ase, ki ase, I mean, najani. Hello, good morning, sir, in a hayopai. Who is who? Thagile today, Yamya Gonyak, he belongs to Gonyak community. And Yung Hong village, Tobu area, Monty Creek, 100% right. In our Hudu, Father and Jokoya. Speaker, sir, Yanababi, Abinigabi, someone who know about the spelling Ulabo Binori. Itu sering kena kuat, sharing ngai. Itu father lah, aku di sini nama saya. Long kamera lah, sharing ngai, ami cari. Although sharing ngai is a son of itu Ningsi. Tapi minister kuliah nak habis. Ini nak cari budak umat manusia. Ini nak cari budak. तो हुई सो न धागेले itu pingal puri kalau di pisi puri aja ami ko ile apna ham kiai pai ini ka function ho lagi aro kursi ke ekta sir speaker sir kursi ke ekta to governor is the constitutional head of the state tai role mistake kurbo nori kali 21 minutes that we said I entered the assembly, entered Huado. Why? President Brabi Gulbun, Prime Minister Brabi, time to Amahal 9:30 years. Kalti Gulbun, Speech PT is sitting position there. Okay, you permit him to speak in sitting position. Okay. Itu ekta. Aru tai laga kali speaker sir. Kali speech ti dia do ya difficult ligi ase 10 crore. Chief Minister laga Popper's fund. 10,000 crore lagai di siya. Honorable Speaker sir, moi CM ke do kali bar jabo. Moi ke bi 10 crore di bina koi jana. Pak will be become no go do. So neither he himself corrected or you have corrected it. Announcement. 10,000 crores. Okay. Now governor space the item. It to PTS to PTS fund. Not really. Speaker sir. Amahan PC kuda koi Naga political issue, Naga political talk. Kishim PC one. Speaker sir. Itu kota kuri kena ahatan ke kiman faction, kiman numbers ko lai siya. Faction hi faction, olay jaya siya. Juldi itu settle kurbo kani, assembly di bi kiman bar pass bi kuri, amagan negotiate amar honorable chief minister bi kiman topai. Itu kota kuri home minister bi. Aro amagan 60 members bi. Itu inilah hoya se government inaga ichete koni bijani in near future kita bi itu opposition less government no go aji opposition less government ase. Our intention is how to keep together, how to unite together. Overground or underground. Itu amahan itu istando itu thagi siya. Lebih kita tak government of India tu ki kuri siya. Interlocutor bi ahaya se jaya se inagai huni. Lebih proper result tu eko hina political te moi itu hoya se participate moi kuri siya. Amahan page 2 bara 5 agree alike. Sir, agree alike is very important. Amahan depends on agriculture. Tadi ya sir. To amahan agree agriculture ekala no hai. Veterinary ase tadi. Water resources ase. Horticulture ase. So, Departmental irrigation ase. Agree alike itu. Poila amahan area do, topu area ko. Kheti kora na jani de, pani kheti kora na jani. Some contribution ni ase. To kondo department lobby, sir, itu agree alike sector te paisa to bishi dile bhal. Poila do angami khan amahan topu de satyo nisna aigena bohisri terrace hikhaibo gani. Inega rangkhang daga amahan to rangkhang asru pani kiti olai mesa ko ase pani kiti olai jaga nai. Why hardly 100 feet to 100 feet to itu pani kinar de thagibo pari. Kindo aigena taikan follow up mari kena terrace cultivation inega kuri kena kuri se itu RD under the atom no kiba plug under the all of subsidy ti banks to ba inega 1000 inega this basic subsidy tango inega pai gana hongai bi kuri se itu ban ko da se thanks to those people ahegena sacrifice gurina family bill we ahegena এনেকা টেৰেছ শিকাইছে এতিয়াতো এনেকাবি নাই মিছন থামাথাম দি আছে এতিয়াতো লৈ যাবলৈ জাগাবি নাই এইটো মিছন ট্ৰেক্টৰ লৈ যাইলেবি গাড়ীৰ ৰাস্তা দি লৈ যাব ট্ৰেক্টৰ ৰাস্তা দি এইটো নিচিনাবি নাই হৰ্টিকালচাৰ লিংক ৰোড এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ লিংক ৰোড তাতে স্যাৰ স্টেট বাজেট নাথাকিলেবি লোন যাবি এগ্ৰি আলাই চিত্ৰটো ৰিভাম কৰিবলৈ এইটো কৰিবি আকাশ পৰা ৰছী পৰা পানী কেনা দিলে এইটো মেচিন খান বি যাব পাৰিব আজিকালিতো মেচিনতে যাই আছে টেকন'লজিতে যাই আছে হ'লেবি we can catch them up ৰাসায়নিক লৈ যাবলৈ সব তাতে কনচেনট্ৰেট কৰিবি এইটো আৰু ইৰিগেশ্যন সবকে দিবি না মই সব ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টকে কৈ আছে Bureaucrat jati আছে, technocrat jati আছে, policy making party low maker jati আছে, in charge region আছে, expose kuribi, ami department de iman আছে de, ami department de iman আছে de, inaga kurigana, itu আছে de, inaga kurigana sabi. Itia Nagaland 100% cover kurbo paribo. Nohele, itu hambi hamhai, tumbi dumhai, kurigana, nijoi. टेबल देही वर्ल्ड कप पूरी थाकेले ना नागालैंड कित्या भी डेवलपमेंट নহব এটু এগ্রি আলাই শিক্ষকে এটু কই দি আছে আৰু এগ্রি আলাই শিক্ষক কোন থুরিকেন আছে এডভাইজার আৰু মিনিস্টার আপনাকে কই আছে স্যার পিএইচই ওয়াটার সাপ্লাই এটু পেজ নাম্বার 4 ভারত সো মনো হালা কৰাবি হৈছে পানী পাইছে দেই যোৱাৰ সিজনতে যোৱাৰ সাল পাঁচে সিজনতে মই কৈছে আপোনাৰ হিচাপ নকৰিবি কি কৈছে এইটো নোট কৰি কনসার্ন ডিপার্টমেন্ট আৰু আমি কৈছে এইটো 1 লাখ এইটো কেলন capacity আৰু নহলেবা 50,000 gallon capacity আৰু ইটো 20,000 30,000 gallon এনেকা কৰি কনস্ট্রাকশন কৰি কেনা ইটো ট্যাঙ্ক ওয়াটার ট্যাঙ্ক ইটো বনাবি স্টক প্রিজার্ভ কৰিবি তাতে পৰা সাপ্লাই কৰিবি এনা কৈছে আজিকালি সবই হাওয়া भी মাৰি হাওয়া মারা তো পানি খতম হৈ যায় ময়লা সব জমা হৈ যায় তাতে সোর্স কে এটো কাৰণে রিজার্ভ কৰি কেনা থাকিলে যদি আমাহান কি আছে ফকসো লাগা দাৱাই বি দিব পাৰিব মেনেজ কৰিব পাৰিব পিএইচই খানবা আৰু পিএইচই খিচাৰা নকৰিবি গভর্নমেন্ট বি রিলিজ কৰা ছাড়িবিটো সব পুষ্টি দে ওয়াটার সাপ্লাই তো দিছে দে নেতি তো নকবি জেজিএম লাইন দে আহিছে বুলি না আৰু তাতে ইটো মেহনত কৰিব কাৰণে Level khando appointment দিব লাগে পুষ্টি দে at least দুইটা নাগাল্যান্ড ইনাগা টিভি স্কুল টিভি লাগাবে নহয় ইটো গান নাচালি ওয়াসান আপনার ওয়াসান কই ওয়াসান নকরি লাগান নহয় পুরি আছে বলে বি আমি ইটো ওয়াটার সাপ্লাই লাগাত মানুহ আছে তো ওয়াসান খাndo নগইলো মই কাংশ আন্ডার আছে ইনাগা হাই চলি যায় ইটো কাৰণে water reservoir tank bonaibi capacity itu reservoir tank bonaibi time maintain khuribi aibi jama reserve korbi titia sufficient hobo khali line pipe toi chhari dibo line pipe toi chhari dibo itu to guru brabi bhangai di kahuri brabi bhangai di reserve kuri thagile jodi tate reserve kori gina hobo ita sans college nishina de tate Upor the new Minister Health, old Minister Health spending, thinking down 20,000 gallon capacity liters. Itu nisna ekta korigena tati supply timing hisap korigena supply korigena pani tok na babo. Ita besi tok pai sabi rasa kerabo be timamo de kerabo no are. Pani boka kari, ake dipi pani boka kari, piche dipi pani boka. Inega PC kena paise itu ekta mohik hoye jure sob jaga de kena ponai bole koi ase. Sir, aman geology mining hoy. Itia ama advisor ba melori laga tai ko moi itu opode PC khutam kurulu mona geology mining to amahan to ini to na charibe na jana bra chari dite holubi geology mining de director official khando ele specialized itu appoint koribi kinega geology kinega ase और माइनिंग की আছে itu chana scientist kan appoint koribi aru itu kan scientist geology ni pura aru itu kan pakka scientist na thaka khando hoye itu promotion bi na diya directly appoint koribi honorable chief minister leader of the house itu bando chari dile bhala ase ঠিক anile juti tai khan scientist apply kori kena mati pitor laga pahar laga kolai ko paribo ini neglect no koribi yadi pothai gi ase aman sabi yadi digi ase page 5 15 page 5 bara 15 tadi bisi lagi kena ase nickel copper aro iron oil tibu je itu khando hile pokri itu pokri plak kifri da ase hoise kifri district G3 level itu molan under Melori district da ase hoise limestone resources mimi da ase hoise kongka da ase hoise hamukte ase hoise kifri district itu kan judi amahan mission ki ase itu sab to kini digna choli itu bolile judi amahan la revenue ase lo ini na chali revenue ase lo bon jaga de ki ase geology mining department Sindra sponsor scheme IB aro state budget to itu geology mining department to revamp korile ba PC itu fund allocation to itu department to fill up korile ba ase koina moi itu janai speaker sir itu amahan school education de jabo yadi ami laga question do let's predict itu hi jani bole moi no ami laga question number 5 sta aji 5 de amount ekta question de hi question number 1 hi khatam hui jaise moi question 5 di asle itu one, what is the existing policy of the Department of transferring and posting of teachers? That is to say, the existing policy of the Department for transferring and posting of teachers notification is given, yes, is attached here. Again, that whether the Department make any consultation with the concerned members before the transfer and posting of teacher, if any, please state the reason. We say no. No. There is no such provision under Government rules of the Nagaland School Education Service Rule 2017. Itu karena aman sob halapuri ase. Sir, we all know of the education department. Education is backbone of the nation. Backbone of the nation. That price that good. MLA ke hisab kitab no kori. Speaker sir, to kick on policy making, policy punavale, role punavale, law punavale yati I said. People represent us. Kill no go. Why? Existing policy, they can have a role in the way and night. Holy P. It is having education department to town department as a town department as a backbone as a why? It was Amahan teachers, additional teacher lucky. It will be no money. Example, Muyagan, you Kichera, Kotaburi. Government high school Mopong, that decrease of teacher every night. Science teacher, then that habish. Ectado Iman, Kibadan, Ekam Pura was retired to Muna de Jabo. To Itado, smart Wala. To creature teacher, then that DB going a mangatam there. With the science teacher, to job, what taken a region. Creature teacher, every night. Arts teacher, every night. Science teacher, to that region. What I give in a correct data order for Indiana. January Moina saw Council Kanabo meeting for VDC, it do village education committee Kanabo, Kotapuri, Daikanaga, education interventions Kotapoy. Enrollment night going, enrollment. Itulaga Kotapuri, Puri, Piragana, Ahishila, Aro, we do Amjangian there, Daikan. Two junior creature teacher as a teacher replacement night. Are you Yaksu boosted there, Yaksu see there? Do it a teacher here. Student do PC. I chew be pamsta lucky. Then that Judy Patapat, you will take as a way if I will go Kotapulgo, chew will be Tintato and go. Are you to Jakarta? It touch her, it got no replacement. Itu is not Burigana Chile to do. Kino Karma Rango. Moy Nichulaga prevention square, but me touch of Nahan Lubi touch Kurita of Nahan Giba. In a here reply to Nadibi. Console Burbi. Political Hishapte Muibi Tani Tanigana and Mantor do the Helai Monashe, but education that the way that is up in the Tibo Gogina. Moy Etabi itu Amilaga, Kansin Shimano, itu is called Laga, Utagana, Taki Haritu, Etabi Likanaki. Master Kundia said TV. Reply to teacher enrollment, student enrollment Kimana said. Enrollment to Inga say, Kuilibi, Aro Magagani, what I have tell you, Piaba no hay. It is a whole Kurisha, okay, in a Haribi, it is a Hilibi. Aro Kuribile Mon Hageli Judy, Nijo Kansun Janiko, area Janiko, district Janiko, Kansol Kuribi. People rebellion of Ninis Nahi, Amakano, Kansol Kuribina, Chile Judy. Pico Chakra Novo, Pico Mombia Bagi Novo, consultation to Chile, Harobo Gurina, Education Department to Kuitias. Speaker said, so Bishi problem on us, only time going, such the task problem on us. Art and culture, Mano, state to Holy, art and culture, Naka to Holy reaches, art and culture, Naka reaches. So it will preserve Kuribo Kahani, art and culture, all of Ribam Kurile Kinega. Home build a heavy going. Nijo tribe there, cultural symbol night. I mean, poor carbon cushion. Jakasang area there, cultural symbol as a day. Tadi Munjay. Kunyak, cultural rich as a Pishi. Kishim as a boy. Holibi Amana, the cultural center night. It is Bishi Kushiva Shama, Honorable Chief Minister, Konyak, heritage there. এইটো হেৰিটেজ কৰিব গৈ কিনে মন্ত্ৰী আছে তাই নিজেও মন্ত্ৰী কিনে আহি আছে বেছি খুচি পাই আছে আৰু বি এইটো নিচিনা কালচাৰেল কালচাৰ চেণ্টাৰ একটা দিবৰ কাৰণে গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট অফ ইণ্ডিয়াকে আমাকে দিবলৈ নাই পইচা বেছি মাঙি কিনে এইটো প্ৰমোট এইটো কালচাৰেল চেণ্টাৰটো সব ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টে সব জাতিতে কালচাৰেল চেণ্টাৰটো ষ্ট্ৰং কৰি দিলে ভাল আছে তাকো লাগালে ভাল আছে কৈ কিনে মই ইমান তাক চাইনা দি আছে মই এইটো বেছি আছে বুলি ইমান তাকি ছাতি খামবি খোটা কৰিব এইটো পুৰা পৰা এনেই ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰাই আছে হেৰি কৰি কিনে জৱান খানকে চান্স দি আছে মই এইটো অপেন মোশ্যন অফ থেংকছ মই ছাপোৰ্ট কৰি আছোঁ থেংক ইউ